Good morning, lovely. I got a channeled message. You don't have to convince anybody else of your worth and value. That is not your job. Your job is to discover that same worth and value within yourself and make sure to nurture it and protect it with all that you have. No one can validate you. You have to validate yourself and emulate that to the world around you. So this is for anyone who's struggled with worthiness wounding, okay? I know that's a lot of my collective. This is for people that have felt stomped on their entire lives. They've been bullied by their family members or people around them, probably for being different. You probably resonate as an empath or an outcast or a rebel or an underdog or basically just somebody who never really fit in anywhere you went. And you kind of played it off. You did your best to, become what people needed you to become. And in the process of trying to navigate these very tumultuous moments of your life, you have overlooked your own worth and value. All right, and I say this as somebody who used to be this way. And I say this all the time. I started this channel 3.5 years ago and no one was paying attention, but I did it anyway. I found my self-worth and value through doing this work, through doing the healing, and through basically committing to something higher, my higher self, God, the universe, all of the above. I'm not religious. I am very, very spiritual, and I do believe in God. I know a lot of people don't like that word. I feel like it's very resonant, extremely resonant for me, and that's why I use it. So you might be uncovering some layers of your own self-worth. Okay, Spirit's guiding me to read the other message now. I wasn't sure that was going to happen. it was actually a different one than I thought. This one's a little heavier, so just take a breath and... let's see, here we go. Just take a breath, okay? Take a breath with me. All right. Just because you don't remember something does not mean it is not impacting every single decision you make in your life. Things can exist under the surface on a subconscious level and still completely overrun our lives without us even realizing it. Some repressed memory from when you were 4, 5, or 6 could be the reason why you are self-sabotaging your relationships, or why you are afraid of love, or why you feel like you cannot trust anyone. Our behavioral patterns, both mental and physical, are so tied in with our subconscious, okay? And I know that can be heavy for some of you that remember your childhood, some of you that don't remember certain pieces or huge chunks like me. I don't remember really. I have very few memories. Most of them are very traumatic as well, between 0 and 7. The memories I have before 7 are, I could probably count on 2 hands, maybe even 1. And so either way, you might have a lot of memories from that age, but there might just be a period of time that's completely blank and you've always wondered why. All right, take a breath. If this is you, there might be some serious trauma that your brain is trying to hide from you to protect you, okay? And just remember that it is a protective mechanism. Our ego is ultimately here to protect us. Take another breath. Trauma is the kind of thing that will sneak up on you. And even if you remember your childhood, it can sneak up on you and completely ruin your life if you're not careful. All right, I did teach a trauma workshop a few months ago, and I still want to post a video or 2 from that. I still want to help other people heal their trauma and dive in and just learn about what happens to the nervous system and the mind when you either experience trauma or revisit an old trauma wound being triggered by something. And that's why I say breathe. When I say that, it's because I don't want you to go back into a place that you've been before that will help, that will get you back to a place where you're self-sabotaging or just drowning in a feeling of panic, okay? Because trauma is not rational. It's not rational. If you have a phobia, for example, and people make fun of you for it, it's not rational. We can't explain why we feel that way. We feel that way because a thing happened to our body when we experience that trauma, and anytime that trauma comes back, we go back into that same place. Okay, so take another breath with me. In order to heal trauma, we have to move through it, we have to breathe through it, we have to face it, unfortunately, and we have to allow it to exist. I know this message has a lot of different points, but that is for a lot of you because most of the people that have unworthiness wounding remember very well the things that happened to them, or don't remember, but they know. They know. I know the reason why I don't remember those years is because they weren't good years. They weren't good. And I know that the reason why the only few memories I have are really fucking terrible are because you know, that period of time was that bad that I still remember some of the terrible stuff, because our brains try to protect us, but they can't do a perfect job. And also we have to remember that ultimately we have to kind of face all the things that we have been through in order to move past them. So even the things that we don't remember, we ultimately do want to surface at some point so that we can look them in the face bravely and with courage and heal them with love, okay? It's not easy. And I'm here to assist you if you need assistance. I'm extremely gifted in this area. It takes dedication on your side. You can't just do a one-off session and heal trauma with anyone, unless you go back and revisit that wound and do whatever they told you to do, and you're diligent. That's something that you could do, and that's something that I could help you with. You could do one session and then just be on top of it, okay? But more or less, it requires a lot of care and attention and time, sometimes years, okay? And I know from personal experience, but anyway, if you've experienced a lot of trauma, if you've been abused, if you've been neglected, if you have been bullied, if you've been overlooked your entire life, if people have taken you for granted, if you've just felt like nobody fucking saw you, you were standing right there and they were looking right past you your whole entire life, that's because you've been prepared for this moment, okay? And now it's the good news. The good news is that you're special. There's nothing wrong with you. The good news is that you've actually had to go through all the things you've went through because you're special, and because you're here to help other people discover how they're special and heal. Take another breath with me, okay? Just release anything that is holding you back, anything that's keeping you stuck or stagnant, all right? I'm actually being guided to do a little shaker. I usually have it over here. I don't know where I put it, so let me just find it real quick, and I'll be right back. There we go. So this is something I've started doing daily. Anytime I walk in the house, I'm going to shake off anything that isn't serving you, but you need to help me with your mind. You need to kind of assist, okay? So just visualize anything that isn't serving you leaving you right now. Breathe in and out. Release anything that isn't serving you. Shake it off. So it is. All right, you are held. You are not alone. You have ancestors and angels watching over you, and you are safe to feel these emotions. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy. Make sure you have support. Make sure you have somebody to talk to. Make sure you have things that make you feel uplifted, grounded, and safe in your body. All right, I have a lot of tools on my YouTube channel. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, Sacred Muse Project on YouTube, there's some playlists for meditations, for music. I do a lot of handpan and steel tongue drum. That music helps me ground. The reason why I played that in the first place is to help myself, and now I share it with you guys. The other thing I have on there are energy cleanses, very grounding, ASMR, things that will just help you get in your body, and you can plug into, in some cases, hours of that. And I've done it, trust me. I've plugged into hours of that same content just for myself. So I post it for me first, usually, and then I share it with you. Anyway, just know that you're not alone. This journey is not easy, okay? You're not the only one going through this. A lot of us are being challenged to expand and transform, and it's not going to be fun. An old version of us has to die and be reborn, all right? I use Marilyn Monroe as an example often. She had a fucking tumultuous life, all right? A lot of people don't know, especially people closer to my age, because we weren't around for that. She was in foster care. She had like 12 to 20 families that either, rejected her, abused her. She had a whole fucking lot of trauma, and she had to die. That old version of her had to die and be reborn in order for her to become, Marilyn Monroe, the beautiful woman we know. And of course, her story didn't end in a happy way, and that's because ultimately she hadn't healed. And if those of us that hadn't healed became famous overnight or won the lottery, we probably wouldn't be very happy, because we'd have all these wounds eating away at us. So just know that it's not money, it's not success that's going to make you happy. We have to do the healing. We have to do the inner healing in order to find that happiness and that peace within ourselves. All right. And again, it's not easy, but I can support you if you need it. All right. Through mentorship or even a one-off session just to learn about it. And then if you want to take over from there or see another therapist and work on it with them, but learning about the process is key. And the few people who did take my workshop a few months ago were surprised by how complicated it was. Okay. It's not going to be easy, unfortunately. So don't jump into it thinking that you're going to be able to just get it done. It's not like that. In some cases, like I said, it's a lifelong journey. So have patience with yourself and the process. Know that you're not alone. Know that you're loved. Know that I am here to support you. Okay, sacredmuseproject.com. Don't get scammed. Don't go through anyone else. There are people pretending to be me. Be me. Sacredmuseproject.com. But either way, I fucking love you, okay? There's nothing wrong with you. You're beautiful. You're here for a purpose. You're powerful. You're special. And you know what? Probably the reason why people treated you that way is because some part of them deep down knew that. And now I'm being guided to talk about Cinderella, okay? I know she's a fictitious character, but a lot of those characters are based around real things and people. At least if metaphorically, like people like that exist, you know, beautiful people with beautiful souls who are just kind to animals and who are just, they're grateful for everything they have, even if they don't have much. And there are going to be people around them that envy their beauty, their talent, their nurturing qualities. Not everybody has those nurturing qualities, okay? I'm guessing that you do. And other people saw that and they wanted to squish you down. It's not because there's anything wrong with you, it's quite the opposite. Okay, so know that you're special. There's a video I posted quite a few years ago called You're About to Sit at the Big Table. Not a few years ago, like 10 months ago. I don't know why I said that. And it feels like a few years. Time. It's on my YouTube channel in the most popular videos. I think it's number 3. You are about to sit at the big table. And that is a really powerful message. Fairly short as well. For those of you that feel resonant with this, go watch that. Okay? You're special. You're amazing. I fucking love you. I'm here to support you with a reading, with mentorship. If you want to support me for all my free content, this is my work, you guys. This is how I make a living. I do rely on you guys to like, subscribe, comment, share if you appreciate what I do, to engage with it so that I can feel that, you know, I can feel your energy and channel more messages for you, but also so that I can feel the love and feel motivated to continue doing this because I have been doing this for a long time. It's time for me to level up, okay? I need your help. So please contribute in some way. Like I said, donate, work with me, like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever it is that works for you and your life at this time. And it would be greatly appreciated by me, okay? If you want to collaborate on anything, be specific if you do reach out about it, what you want to collaborate on. But I am open to that. I'm open to doing work trades also with other healers or people, light workers that have something to offer me. I'm open to friendships. I'm open to all kinds of stuff with the right people. And I pray that Spirit will send those people to me and they'll just know how to approach me. I'm not very trusting, okay? I've been through a lot, so I'm very, very protective of my energy. Once people win my trust, I am so loyal and I'm amazing as a friend and a person in your life, but it takes a little bit to, so if you do reach out to me for any of the things that I'm talking about, make sure to handle it with care. Make sure to, you know, just be thoughtful. And anyway, I won't go on because I'm really kind of talking to just a couple people in the past few days that have not been, but I'm not going to project that on all of you. Just know that I love you. You're not alone. Keep going.